Alright, ladies and gents, we're back on the practice round, going in with the boy Shazam, and we're gonna see if we can do some combos for you guys and showcase what I've learned so far with this Shazam character. So we can go into right into Riddle of Synfix. I think it's one of his more higher damaging, just basic combos, and we're gonna mix it in with what's the other one? This one, or that one. And we'll kind of go just off the basics. So his riddle is Syphics. Pretty basic. About 200 damage just off of one combo, 5 hits. Pretty decent, right? So with that, we can go into other combos by just splitting it in half, by just doing the very first 2 basic attacks, right? That's 61 damage. So we can go into raw power with that. So let's go ahead and test it out. Right? You gotta do it really quickly though if you want that to connect. Right there, that was a little bit slow, and you get 216 damage off that. Whereas you just do this, just 200 damage. Gives you about 16 more damage, which any type of damage is worth it in the end. 216. That's pretty decent. That's already about a little bit of fraction of his bar right there. So then we'll go ahead and try the other ones. Doesn't do as much damage, but they're mix-ups if you want to do something different. You want to see different animations. And those are kind of the basic combos which you can go into as far as splitting up these combos. And you can do it inversely too as far as raw power. Just make sure you don't press X, because you can go into, and then you can't go into Riddle Synfix with that. Pretty much the only option you have at that point. Actually, what was that? Hold on. Oh, that's the other one, that's right. You can also press X at the end of that back to X, and you can press X again, or back 3. It pretty much does the same amount of damage as the other combos. They all do about the same damage except for raw power. And so you can go into, what I'm saying with this, you can go through into back 2. Oh, sorry. And go straight into that. Now it's, what is that? That's 31 damage. So that's 220 damage off that. You can get there. You won't actually see it just because of the time between the hits won't actually add in that damage into the combo. But it is wait, actually, yeah, so just add 31 plus 199. That's about pretty much actually 220. So that's pretty much, if you want to go in with that, this is pretty much your strongest damaging combo right there. Because the Riddle Synfix does do a lot of damage. You can go into it with that as well. So 51. So actually that's its most highest damaging combo, just off the basics. Because 51 plus 189, that's like that's 250 damage right there, which is 25% of his health, which is quite decent. But you gotta be quick for the combos to attack. That's the only thing about it. But it takes time to get used to it. Don't even worry about it. And let's say you do have the Soul of Shazam special ability. You can go from 286, right? 286, so 60 plus 112 plus 112, so that's 300. That's actually 400 damage right there. That's pretty much 400% of his bar gone just like that with the Show Subzero. So you're basically doubling that damage if you have the Show Subzero, of course, which I do believe you get when you hit level 20 with the character. Does immense damage. So we'll go ahead and buff up these combos with the Show Shazam and see how much damage we can do with Shazam based off the combos that I already showed you guys, right? So let's go into raw power into Riddle of Synfix. Oh, that's the one we already did. I thought. No, that's no. So it's 286. 286. So that's 330 damage right there. Just off this combo here. A lot more damage. And that really, with the Shoulder Exam, you can really get into that 30% damage range when you activate it, when you just do the same combos that I just listed here pretty much. Pretty much 30% damage, or even 35. Pretty good damage for just off of these basic combos, right? So let's go to Riddle Synfix. So what was that? 68. So 68, that's 328. So basically all your combos here will actually do 300 damage, which gives you basically Soul Shazam gives you 100 plus damage for each of these combos here, basically. So you get 100 more damage with the Solo Shazam if you do these combos that I'm pretty much doing here. 2-2 forward 1 Riddle Synfix gives you about 250 damage right there. Pretty decent damage, 25%. Then you buff it up. You go from about 20% to about 30-35%. That's already a lot if you can get that off. And that's pretty much the basic combo. So let's go actually into the I guess you can say advance. Oh, actually, and we're missing a piece here. So from Dark Age, if you want to incorporate some special combos, which you can do with Dark Age, which is a pretty easy combo going forward. You can pretty much do the basic, right? 99 damage, and then you can extend that with actually you can't do it with that, okay. If you have the power of 810, you can go ahead and meter burn that and get 150 damage. Now you kind of have to time it just right, but if you do the meter burn, you will actually get guaranteed, because the timing is really hard with that. So I just recommend to meter burn it with that. Or you can go into Riddle of Synfix and just do the forward 1-2, then break it up into Dark Age and go with Power of 8 on if you have that, or just have the original move, I forgot what it's called, that is the down forward 2, and meter burn that and just get guaranteed about, it gives you about almost 200 damage, I'd say. Go ahead and try it. Ooh, wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. I don't know, does that connect? Actually, and I didn't even know that, you can actually go ahead and do lightning storm with that, which gives you 25% damage if you meet a burn it. Let's see if you don't. $178, almost 200, too much damage, so it's about 15% damage without meter burn. With meter burn, it's about 25% damage. And that's some of the what you can incorporate. So we'll go into more the advanced kind of special moves you can go into. So pretty much what you want to do, starting off with Black Adam, in my experience, is you always want to go in with that forward 1-2, because you get that extra lunge when you do the forward 1 and 2. And with that, you can go into 2 different special combos that can lead up into, I believe, yeah, it goes up into juggles, and they're pretty good. So what you want to do, so we'll untag these, and we can go into Lightning Cage, which is one of my favorite ones of the 2, and Black Magic, and then go into back 3. I actually have to do the combo again because I forgot. Oh, and then it's far boot stomp, which does damage. We'll go ahead and see if we did it correctly in order. Back 3, right? What you do is forward 1-2, and then do the Lightning Cage, meter burn it, and you could go into alternate ways with this. There's 1 or 2 ways. When you Lightning Cage, make sure you back 3. Now you can meter burn if you want to. You can or you could just have a regular back heavy. It's up to you, but depending on how many bars you have, you can go ahead and go with guaranteed damage. As far as, sorry, you can go as far as this. $330 damage right there. So what I did there is I went real specifics, did the Lightning Cage, meter burn it, then it jumped up and did a heavy 3, and then did the air far boot stomp and meter burn that, which gave me 330 damage, which is, what is that? It's at 33% of his health. Decent. It's not the best, but it's pretty decent. I'll showcase it one more time for you guys. Sometimes you gotta be careful because sometimes you'll move back if you're not doing precise, and do a back 3 and won't actually hit them. This comes down to timing. Sorry, mess it up. 362 damage, basically. Was that 36 it can go to as far as 36% damage, almost 40%. That's pretty decent, right? That's 330. Oh, that's if you don't meter burn the air stomp. What if I meter burn it? Oh, that's 330. That was weird. Oh, because I'm not doing the back through, that's why. And you could go from two options. You can go to do a forward 3 after you lightning cage. If it's easier for you guys as far as timing. Actually, there is a little bit more tight window going with that. Mess it up a little bit. Messing up a lot of it. I don't think this is actually an option here. Trying to do a 4-3. Seems like the time is a lot harder to do. So 362 damage if you do a forward. Well, actually, if you just do the back or 4-3, it doesn't matter. And then meter burn that air stomp, you get a 330, which I think. So it doesn't matter if you meter burn it, because all you do for the air stomp if you meter burn it is just gonna make them juggle up. Which, if another way, if you want to engage into a fight, you can go ahead and meter burn, and you can go from light. I think it's lightning storm, and get damage that way, or you can use your power of Aton if you have it, or the original move that he has. Can you? I think you can. And you can meter burn it for 269 damage. That's 26%. Pretty. It's okay for 2 meter burns. I don't know if you want to do that, but it's a way to get in some free damage. And that's kind of the way you want to go with lightning cage. Pretty good damage off that. And it only costs 1 meter burn. And if you wanted to, you can, like I said, meter burn that back 3 or 4-3. See what damage we can get off there. It's a little bit more messing up, that's what it is. So 390 damage, that's almost guaranteed for 40% damage right there. Basically 400 damage if you want to incorporate a back through. So that's 2 bars for 400% with Black Adam. And another way we can go with it, that was just the lightning cage side of that, which gets you about 35 to about 40% damage just off about 1 or 2 bars of meter burn, which is really good. What can we, okay, so we can go from real suffix into black magic off this. you can go, I think you can go into a bag 3. And you have to make sure you meter burn the black magic and be a little bit more precise about it, because you'll end up doing the lightning grenade instead, which I'm doing right now. You gotta time it too as well with that back 3. Because you see how he kind of floats a little bit in the air. See? It does take some time to get used to as far as that time, because I think it's one of the slowest juggles in the game. $231 damage if you want to do that. So we did do a air boot stomp, and this is just kind of an alternative way to kind of mix it up a little bit if you want to do it that way. It's not the most highest damaging combo, but it's a mix up. Because the black magic itself doesn't do that much damage. It's one of his lower special move damaging special attacks, but it is, like I said, a mix up if you want to do that. And just showing you guys all the which you can do if you want to go for more damage. Sorry. Actually, I did it wrong. And I did it gone. I have some real struggles right now. So this combo does take some time to get used to. Doesn't do that much damage. I'm trying to nail it down for you guys. $208 damage. It is a mix-up, not the best. Don't like it that much, to be honest. And we'll go ahead and see how much damage Shazam can put out with Soul of Shazam, now that that is activated. And that's pretty much all the combos that I know so far with Shazam. He doesn't, oh, I'm sorry, actually, what you could do, you can go from, and these are his higher damaging combos that I know of as far as what I've been practicing with lately. You can go into with this, or that. I actually got it wrong. M and strike or your back 3 should be at the end of this. You guys like what I did there? 233 damage. So what I did is I did the riddle Synfix forward 1, and then I did the empty tomb 2-2, and then I meter burn forward, or you can do backwards, and you can go where you can go from that is go into that air stomp boot. This is majority of the time you'll be ending combos with that. You don't have to meter burn it. I did button mash a little bit there. So it was 345 damage for 2 bars. Just 2 bars. 345. That's what, almost 35% damage right there, just off 2 bars. It's pretty decent, almost 400 damage. I'm at 35%. You know, on the way, 5% from 40% of health. That's a lot. And then you can go to forward 1, 1, 1, and meter burn forward. Go into that, which caused 3 meter burns. That's what, 30, I think it was 31% damage off that. And what I did there is went from forward 1, 2 to 1, 1 meter burn forward. That caused 2 meter burns, and then you can do your power of Aton, your down forward triangle, if you have that move, or you can do the original one that Shazam comes with. Meter burn that, 317. It's a nice mix-up, something different if you want to do that. And you can do this as well. $354, 35%. What I did there is I did the 4 to 1 1 meter burn, and then I waited and I did his back to 3 2 3 together, and it gives me that his raw power combo, which does 354 damage for just 2 meter burns. Pretty insane. Or you can go right back into his riddle of Synfix, ending it with that. It gives 342% damage, and that is what, 34% damage. So you can see already Shazam, he does pretty good damage. Now if you do have his level 20 special ability, I believe is what I when I gained it, his Soul of Shazam, you can apply 100 more damage for each of these combos. So he's just a wrecking machine. It's insane. Let's do it again. Oh my gosh, that wasn't even the combo I was trying to do, and we did 527. This is my first time doing it with the Solo Shazam. He does 528 damage. That's insane. That's insane. Let's do that one more time. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. If we can get it. 500 and actually 92 damage with this solo Shazam. That actually adds about almost what 300 more damage actually with the solo Shazam. So that's insane. Almost 600. That's 60% of his bar right there. 60% damage, guys, with Shazam solo Shazam. That's insane. Let's go into the Riddle Synfix ending the combo and see how much we do. 584, right under the first combo. That's insane damage right there. Wow, insane. Solo Shazam, I don't know what to tell you guys. That's already what, almost 40%, 40 plus damage off that Shazam, boys, Shazam. And so I haven't tested too much with Shazam's lightning grenade. I've been able here and there to it'll get some cheeky things with that. So what I would advise is you can go from there and then pressure them to get towards that way. Go into the Riddle Synfix, or you can go from end phase or empty tomb, whatever gets you that damage in to stun them a little bit. And throw that lightning grenade and get them to it, and you can actually get them to juggle up into the air and get off a combo. So we'll see how that looks. Does require timing. Oh. I forgot, you can actually go into that as well with the square, square, triangle, or triangle, triangle, X. Actually, no, you can't. That does damage. So the end phase, what you do is go into Lightning Storm, meter burn it, and how much damage is that? 291. 29, almost 80% off of 1 meter burn. Like I said, boys, he can do some insane damage, this guy. And if you get the Shoulder Shazam, you guys better be practicing some of the combos that I'm showcasing, because a lot. I just showcased you guys for 2 meter burns. If you have the Shoulder Shazam, you can get 60%, almost 60% damage, over 55% damage, pretty much guaranteed for Shazam. If you have Soul of Shazam, special character or character power move, it's insane. Insane damage, guys. And so we'll just kind of really end it pretty much with this, as far as going to super moves, how you can get guaranteed super, or if you want more added on damage into a super. And we'll I'll show you about 4 or 5 different ways you can go into it, right? You can go into it with Riddle Synfix, right? Which gives you 61 added damage to the, whatever damage it is for him. And I'll just showcase, just to let you know how much damage it does. 500 damage. That's 50% of his bar. Or what you can do, no, you can't go into that. Actually, you can. So we went into triangle, triangle after we did the Riddle Synfix. Let's see how much damage that is now. Actually, less damage. Actually, it didn't count in some of the damage. That's what it was, because it doesn't connect. See? So it's 51 added damage, so that's 100. It's 102 extra damage to the move. So that actually did 600 damage. After I did the Riddle Symphyx and did the Empty Tomb, added 100 more damage on top of that. Let's see if we can go into something else. That's guaranteed. So, I mean, pretty much you don't even have to do this. And go into Empty Tomb, because Empty Tomb, or if you wanted to, so 60, actually, it's Riddle Symphyx. That's 168 damage added. So actually, if you just want to go in guaranteed easy, you can go with end phase. Actually, you can. Huh. So I guess pretty much what you can do is go to Riddle Symphyx and you can go get super move from there. Pretty much all you're gonna really get is about 500 damage maximum potential. If you add in these little bit of combos with end phase and empty tomb, if you don't finish the combos, that's about pretty much 50 damage. So it's 50 damage added, so it's like 480. And if you add in the Riddle Symphyx and you add in any of those combos, that's about 100 extra damage, which gives you, what's that like? Gives you about 500 damage or more. That's pretty much how you want to go to super moves. So pretty much that's what I got for you guys as far as practice and combos with the guy. Like I said, you got Cholo Shazam, you will have the most insane damage with Shazam potential. Pretty much get him to level 20, and I think you get it through that way. And like I said, I showed you all these high damage combos, even without the Cholo Shazam. He does pretty good damage, ranging from decent of 25 to about maximum without any meter burns, about I believe 30%ish, I think, and with meter burns guaranteed 30 to 35 or even 40% damage. Just to recap, look at that. 3 meter burns, 362. He does amazing damage, guys. It's Shazam. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It's your boy Wisdom B. Hope you guys are enjoying these series for Training Grounds, I believe it's called. Can't remember. It's been a while. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're going to see some more content and more out of this series as far as each and every character I want to do. Not going to be the best player, not going to have the best combos maybe, but pretty good ones for you guys to try out and test out for yourselves and try to help you guys out. So I'll see you guys like always in the next one.